Greetings everyone, Zannrath here. Welcome back to more Hearthstone. Today is the release of the latest expansion, Curse of Naxxramas. And, yeah, so my new legendary that we got, so, we always like to, forgot that I already looked at it. Um, we always like to look at all of the, or count how many legendaries we get during these pack opening, excursions. But this is the one I got. It's the Priest one, drawing one cost minions, or I should go through the whole little spiel, right? 7 mana, 7/7. Bra Buwan Samdi, the Dead. Battle Cry, draw one cost minion from your deck until your hand is full. Yeah, so, I really have, no clue what's going on. Not really. I have very little clue what's going on in this new expansion with the I actually had just had to look up what the expansion name was, Rastakhan's Rumble. I mean, I knew it was like Rastakhan and Rumble, but I didn't remember it was like Rumble Rastakhan, which doesn't make sense, or Rastakhan Rumble. Anyways, so, we got the 6 packs from logging in. I think we have, there is the whole Loa thing, choose your champion. I'm not really sure what that's about. I think we get a pack from that. I don't know what I'm doing right now. I need to get the rest of the 40 packs that we're going to be opening. So we got the 6 from there. We'll go ahead. There we go. Rastakhan's Rumble by 34. Go ahead and make that purchase. Alright, sounds good. And there we go. We got our 40 packs to open. So yeah, there was the Choose Your Champion Loa thing. I'm not really sure what that is. I'm not sure if it's supposed to be is it like an event where there's a bunch of pro players who represent each of the Loa, and then whoever wins, that's the champion. I don't know. I chose Jaina, I think. The Dragonhawk one? Is that the one? I don't know. I've mentioned this in a couple other videos. I actually haven't even seen the trailer for this expansion. So at least usually at least I watched that. But I was gonna watch it this morning, but then I ended up answering emails and stuff, so didn't get around to it. As usual, I like to try to stay as ignorant as I can, not see any cards ahead of time and all that stuff. So, I mean, I've seen them in videos, at a cursory look at them, it popped up and I just ignored it because, like I said, I try to stay ignorant, try to have that kind of sense of newness that we used to have back in the day when, everything wasn't fully tested before it gets released and everyone knows everything about a game before it even releases, right? But anyways, let's go ahead and jump on in. We play the legendary game at home, right, where we see how many legendaries we get in these 40 packs. Average is 3. We get the 1 free, right? So let's go ahead and start. First pack, Rastakhan's Rumble. Let's go. Okay, so that's very festive there. And, of course, I believe we still have you're guaranteed a legendary in the first 10 pack rule. So, alright, we got Serrated Tooth, 1 mana, 1/3 rogue. Death Rattle, give your minions rush, so a little bit more Death Rattle synergy. Spirit of the Rhino, 1 mana, 0/3 for warrior. Stealth for 1 turn. Your rush minions are immune the turn they're summoned. Okay, so we got some more rush warrior. Interesting. Regenerate for priest, 0 mana, restore 3 health. So this is like flash heal, except it's free. And it's only 3 health. So basically one less mana for 2 less health. Is it really worth it? I don't know. Flash heal doesn't really seem to play. I don't know if there's going to be a big heal priest going on. But anyways, all classes. Dragon Maw, Scorcher. It's a dragon, 5 mana, 3/6. Deal 1 damage to all other minions. Okay, that's kind of interesting. 5 mana, 3/6 is... It's kind of meh. It's kind of like Chillwind Yeti, 4 mana stats, right? 9 stats total, Battle Cry. Seance, 2 mana, priest card, choose a minion, add a copy of it to your hand. So that applies to any minion. Interesting. Okay, fair enough. That's kind of nice, I suppose. You can use it on your enemy, your opponent minions as well, right? Very, very fireworky. I'm curious if so this is, Rastakhan's Rumble. I don't know who Rastakhan is, if he was even a character in WoW lore, or Warcraft lore rather, back in WoW. I have no idea what's going on in Legion and Battle for Azeroth, but All I do, I mean, Battle for it's related to Battle for Azeroth, like because just the whole I think 8.1 was something about trolls. The only thing I had really much experience with the trolls in World of Warcraft was like Zolaman and Zul'Gurub. So, anyways, and Vol'jin. Vol'jin's cool. We got Ordinary Tortoise, 3 mana, 3/5, all classes, beast. Battlecry, deal 5 damage to your hero. Okay, 3 mana for. So it's like. I mean, you have like things like Spider Tank, which I guess is out of rotation now, which is 3 mana, 3/4. Is one extra health really worth 5 health? Obviously, like, Lock has some combo potential with, like, some cards that, like, if you deal damage to yourself, there's an extra effect or something, but I don't know, that's kind of interesting. Speaking of Warlock, 1 mana, Grim Rally. Destroy a friendly minion, give your minions 1/1. Okay. So, it's kind of like that vampire-ish, not that vampire card. One of the, I don't know. It's one of those Blood Elf brother dudes from like Ice Crown or something, right? Or at least something similar where it's like you destroy. It's like 1 mana, 1/1. Destroy a minion, it gains like 2/2 or something, but it gives all your minions 1/1. Stolen Steel, 2 mana rogue. Discover a weapon from another class. Interesting. That's kind of yeah. So maybe weapon rogue is a thing. What other classes have technically all classes have weapons, right? Because we have legendary weapons, and I guess that's kind of what the Loa thing is, right? Because the latest couple expansions, they've been like kind of doing these themes. So like starting with the Ice Crown expansion, it was like every class got a death knight. Then the next one was like what every class got a legendary weapon. Then just now the Boomsday or whatever, every class got a legendary spell, right? So now the Loa is kind of like that. Every class gets like a troll god or something, right? 5 mana, 3/4, Sightless Ranger, Rush, Overkill. Oh, that's the other thing that I actually saw. Overkill is a new keyword. I have no idea what it is. Overkill, summon 2 1/1 bats. I'm guessing Overkill means like if you attack something and you deal more damage than it has health, right? Because sometimes you can go to like you hit something and it's like, oh, it has 3 health and you hit it for 4, it's like -1 health. So I think that's what Overkill is, but I very well could be wrong, but just based on English vocabulary, that's what I think it is. 6 mana, Reign of Toads. That's an interesting card. Summon 3 2/4 toads with taunt and overload 3. So that's 9 mana to summon 3 2/4 taunts. Is that worth? Essentially 9 mana. Shaman has that elemental that's like 2/4, 3 mana, but it heals for 3, right? So, you get an extra one out early for the extra 3 mana in the following turn. So, I don't know. It's whatever. So we got Shaman with toads or frogs and toads, right? Because you got Hex. Ember Scale Drake, 5 mana, 5/5, warrior card, battle cry. If you're holding a dragon, I gain 5 armor. So they're trying to make dragon warrior thing. Is dragon a thing that's coming back? Demon Bolt, 8 mana. That's actually cool art. Destroy a minion, costs 1 less for each minion you control. Interesting. Okay, I like that. So you can play this in like a zoo deck. Oh, that's interesting. I quite like that actually. You play this in a zoo for each minion you control, right? So it's not like a siege giant effect. You have to. So at most, this can be like 1, or at least rather, it could be 1 mana. Interesting. That could be teched into some zoo locks or something like that. Destroy a minion just completely outright. It goes through taunt, or removes taunt rather. Blood Claw Paladin, 1 mana, 2/2, deal 5 damage to your hero. So we got. It looks like there's a theme going on here. There's a couple cards that like deal 5 damage to your hero. I guess, yeah. For 1 mana, 2 is actually, yeah, for 1 mana, 2 attack is actually pretty strong, I think, right? Because, well, questionable, because there are a lot of 1/3, 1 mana drops, right? But it can contest with a good number of 1 and 2 mana drops, so, it could be very strong in, like, the early game, and you have to give up health, So, I don't know. Hunter, 1/1/1, Spring Paw, Rush, Battlecry, add a 1/1 links with Rush to your hand. Okay, sure, interesting. Some beast synergy there, get some extra value. Blood Troll Sapper, 7 mana, 5/8, Warlock. After a friendly minion dies, deal 2 damage to the enemy hero. Interesting, okay. Obviously, if you could like flood the board, it would be really nice because like anytime a friendly minion dies, you're dealing damage to your opponent, and then this has pretty decent amount of health, so you kind of want to get rid of it if that's the case. But it's not like you're gonna be playing this in like a zoo deck or something. I don't know, kind of interesting. All right, 4 packs in. Yeah, I'm not really sure why it's so fireworky. I don't remember like trolls being that celebratory, I guess. We got our first duplicate, I think, right? I mean, I know we got a duplicate, but I'm pretty sure that's the first duplicate. Shield Breaker, all classes, 2 mana, 2/1. Battlecry, silence an enemy minion with taunt. Oh, wow. I mean, this is basically Iron Beak Owl, but cheaper, but specific. So, worth? I don't know. I don't even know. I don't even think Iron Beak Owl is like in the meta right now, right? So, anyways, Soup Vendor. Whenever you restore 3 or more health to your hero, draw a card. Okay, 2 mana, 1/4. I don't see many cards with that 1/4 health distribution, so that's kind of interesting. But how often do you really? I guess that's kind of what the Priest card is for, then, right? It's a 0 mana. You can play this, and then you can play like a 0 mana 3 heal, right? But then you have to actually have three health worth of damage on turn 2, which is pretty hard. Or you can do it later. That works too. Hunter, another weapon. 2 mana, 2/2. Headhunter's Hatchet. If you control a beast, gain 2 durability. So this is basically like, I guess it's like Stormforge Axe, which is basically 3 mana with a 2 mana, 1 mana overload. So if you can have the beast, then that's actually pretty decent, I suppose. I don't think Hunter has any other. I guess Glaive Zuko is 2/2, doesn't get the extra durability. Eagle Horn Bow is 3/2. So what other stuff? There's that Piranha one. I don't remember. That's 2/4 though, right? It's like 5 mana or something. Tree Speaker, Battlecry, transform your Treants or Treants rather into 5/5 Ancients. Okay, so Treant. Wonder if Treant Druid is going to be a thing. That's kind of cool. That's like reasonable cost, right? It's like kind of mid range. Okay. I quite like that. Seems decent. Alright. Alright, halfway to our legendary. Sand Drudge, 3 mana, 3/3. Whenever you cast a spell, summon a 1/1 zombie with taunts. Okay, Spell Priest maybe then. I can see why we want some free spells then. Halftime Scavenger, all classes, 4 mana, 3/5. Stealth. Okay, so Stealth. Overkill, gain 3 armor. That's actually pretty decent. I mean, I guess it's 4 mana with like slightly less stats than your baseline Chillwind Yeti, but it has stealth and it has like a overkill effect. So I don't know. That seems like a pretty decent neutral. We'll see if it actually makes into any decks, but it seems like a pretty decent neutral compared to a lot of the other cards that we've in this 4 mana slot that's neutral. Dozing Marksman, 2 mana, 0/4. All classes has +4 attack when damaged. So that warrior card that deals 1 damage to everything could be useful right here, right? Yeah. Because basically it's a 4/3, 2 mana 4/3 with the condition that it has to have damage on it. So yeah, we got the dupes here. Heavy Metal, exclamatory. 6 mana warrior, summon a random minion with cost equal to your armor up 10, which is basically the Geomancer Yip effect, right? And then I'm not sure if there's any other cards with something like that, but I think Geomancer Yip, that's the effect, right? Except that one goes off every turn. Oh, we got our legendary. Yeah, so that Geomancer Yip goes off every turn. Alright, let's start here. War Master of Voon. I remember killing him in Lower Blackrock? Lubers? Is that right? I think it was, Lower Blackrock Spire. 4 mana, 4/3. Battlecry, copy all dragons in your hand. Okay, so Dragon Warrior is a thing now, I guess. We got Reckless, Dire Troll. Battlecry, discard your lowest cost card, presumably from your hand. So 3 mana, 2/6, which is basically like, it's basically like, what was that card? But it's discarding your, shoot, I can't remember what that card was called that I'm trying to think of. It's 3 mana, and it's also like really beefy. Is it the Fell Hunter? No. whatever that like 3 mana 3/6 I think with taunt, but it's like discard a card. Anyway, it's kind of like that, except it's the lowest cost card, not random card. So it's a little bit worse in attack, I believe. I don't remember. We got Dozing Marksman again, our first triplicate. Zannrath Taskmaster. Are we back in Ice Crown? What are we doing with Zannrath? But 1 mana, 2/3. Summon a 0/3 free agent with a taunt for your opponent. Okay, sure. Yeah. Yeah, okay, whatever. It's kind of like, what's the one that summons? It's like a 2/3, but it summons a random 1 mana minion for your opponent, but kind of better, in a sense, because it's like a 0/3, but it has taunt, so, you know. Anyways, Revenge of the Wild, 2 mana, summon your beast that died this turn, so Beast Hunter coming back, I guess. That died this turn. Okay, so basically you trade in your board of beasts and then you summon them again. Fair enough. So that was 6 packs in, it looks like, right, for our first legendary. Oh, we got double epics. Sharkfin Fan, 2 mana, 2/2. After your hero attacks, summon a 1/1 pirate. Okay, so we got some more warrior, or not warrior, weapons energy. Sharkfin, okay. Don't think we can hunt for that. But anyways, Scene Rain of Toads, 12 mana, okay. Grave Horror. Priest card, taunt, costs 1 less for each spell you cast this game. Okay, so Spell Priest, I guess. We got Gurabashi Offering, 2 of them. Oh, that's okay. Well, whatever. It's an all-class card. 1 mana, 0/2. At the start of your turn, destroy this and gain 8 armor. Okay, that's quite mediocre for a epic card. So you play it, you have to hope it survives, and at the start of the turn, it dies and you gain 8 armor. It's like, I mean, pretty lackluster. Pretty lackluster. Alright. And we got some more, just more items, I guess, as cards. We got Arena Patron, 5 mana, all classes, 3/3. Overkill, summon another Arena Patron. Oh, so it's kind of like Grim Patron, except you have to attack. It's not just whenever it takes damage, and it has to overkill rather than survive damage. Seen that. Arena Treasure Chest, draw 2 cards. Death Rattle, draw 2 cards. 0 mana, 4/04. So this is kind of like, wasn't there like an egg or something? It's like a zero. It's like a 1. Is it 1 mana? I think it's 1 mana, 0/2, and you draw a card. But anyways, Cheaty Ankle Biter. 2 mana, 2/1, Lifesteal Battlecry, deal 1 damage. Targeted, I'm guessing. So that's kind of interesting. We've had some, I mean, there's like Elven Archer for 1 mana, but it has Lifesteal and an extra attack. There's another one, I think, that does 1 damage, right? Randomly, that's like a 2/1 or something like that. Yeah. So we've got... It's gonna be a while till next legendary, I'm guessing. Banana Buffoon, 3 mana, 2/2. We got monkeys. Add 2 bananas to your hand. I'm guessing it's the same bananas as always, right? The +1/1 for 1 mana. Which could maybe this would go into spell priest, right? You want cheap spells, more spells added to your deck. So yeah, interesting. Warlock, Spirit of Bat, 2 mana, 0/3. Stealth for 1 turn. After a friendly minion dies, give a minion in your hand 1/1. Interesting. Okay. So this could be useful for like a Zoolock potentially, right? Like, you know, you play some stuff, you buff stuff in your hand, and then you play that out. You got Ticket Scalper here, 4 mana, 5/3. Pirates, overkill, draw 2 cards. Oh, interesting. That if overkill is the effect that I think it is, that kind of seems pretty easy to do. But then again, yeah, right? Because overkill. Because anytime, if it works the way I think it would, right, where it's like you have to do more damage to someone who has health, then, I mean, that can also activate on your opponent's turn, right? Because when they trade a minion in, right, that is all, you know, you're dealing damage to your opponent's minion as well. So, interesting, okay. All classes, Arena Fanatic, 4 mana, 2/3, give all minions in your hand 1/1. So this is kind of like that Paladin card, Smuggler's Runner, something like that, Smuggler's Goods, baked into a minion. This is basically a 2 mana minion with a 1 mana or at least specific paladin specific. So class cards are typically a little cheaper than neutral. So yeah, okay, yeah, reasonable, I suppose. The fireworks hit me every time. It's like, wow, so festive, so celebratory. Seen it. Former champ, 5 mana, 1/1. Of course, he's 1/1. Summon a 5/5 hot shot. Okay, so we've seen other cards like this before. Gurabashi Chicken. Does it have an axe on its head or as its nose or something? It looks like it's wearing like some sort of helmet with like an axe for a beak. That's kind of funny. Overkill, gain 5 attacks. This is kind of like an angry chicken, except it's overkill instead of being enraged. That's cute. I mean, this no, like technically, you have to buff its attack in order to overkill something, right? So, Shieldbreaker, we're seeing that. Helpless Hatchling, 1 mana, 1/1 beast, all classes. Death Arrow, reduce the cost of a beast in your hand by 1, so a single beast. I mean, is it worth? Beast Hunter, we'll see. So far I'm seeing kind of like maybe Beast Hunter, maybe Treant Druid, maybe Dragon Warrior, Spell Priest, Zulok. Did I say that? I don't know. Seeing that. Timeout. 3 mana Paladin. Your hero is immune until your next turn. Well, that's okay. That's kind of like Ice Block, except you activate it yourself, so your opponent knows that it's like, it's not a secret. They don't have to play around things. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. I don't know. That's kind of funny. It actually is better than Ice Block in a sense. Well, Ice Block has the value of like, oh, you have to play around it, right? Potentially. A lot of times, if it's like a certain deck, it's Ice Block, even though that rotated out into the Hall of Fame, I believe, right? But Ice Block being a secret, there's that whole gimmick. But in this sense, even though it doesn't have that benefit, it actually, you can play it your turn, obviously, and do stuff like attack with your hero, take no damage, and then the next turn you can survive lethal damage from your opponent. So, yeah, that's kind of interesting. I kind of like that. Seen that. Belligerent Gnome, 2 mana. That guy does look quite belligerent. Taunt, 1 mana. 2 mana, 1/4. Battlecry, if your opponent has 2 or more minions, gain 1 attack. Okay. 2 mana, 1/4 with Taunt is reasonable, I suppose. I mean, we have Stonehill Defender, which is a 3 mana, but you discover Taunt. What other taunts we have at the 2 mana slot? I don't know. Can't remember a lot with like more health than attack. But yeah, 2 mana, 2/4 is with taunt is pretty decent. So, all right. And up next, not much exciting. We got Ironhorn Druid, Overkill, summon a 5/5 Ironhide Runt, 7 mana, 7/7. It's a beast. Daring Flame Eater, 1 mana, 1/1 mage. Battlecry. We actually haven't. I think it's the first mage card we've seen. Interesting. Like 12 packs in or something. Your next hero power this turn deals 2 more damage. Your next hero power this turn. So basically, this is a minimum. Well, if you want to use the effect, it's a minimum turn 3 play, right? But it deals 3 damage, 2 more damage on top of the +1. So okay. Baited Arrow, interesting. 5 mana. Deal 3 damage, overkill, summon a 5/5 Devilsaur. So basically, 5 mana, deal 3 damage, and summon a 5/5 Devilsaur. Yeah, that's pretty decent. Obviously, if you get the effect off, but then if you don't, then it's quite costly, which is the point. 0 mana, Druid card, huh? Pounce. Give your hero +2 attack this turn. Isn't that? So it's basically clocks if you don't get 2 armor for 1 less mana. So, yeah. Soup Vendor, we've seen that guy before. Yeah, I don't know. That's kind of giving. At least that's 2 0 mana cards so far we've seen for different classes. Oh, we've seen these guys. Regenerating, no G, Thug, 4 mana, 3/5, all classes. At the start of your turn, restore 2 health to this minion. So we've got, it's kind of like the Gargoyle. Stone Skin Gargoyle, is that what it's called? From Thingy? What's it called? Curse of Naxxramas, right, yeah. The joke that we always make every expansion. Bog Slosher, 3 mana, 3/3, Elemental Shaman. Battlecry, return a friendly minion to your hand and give it 2/2. Sure, okay, yeah. I mean, you can obviously use this if it's like, to get value, it's like, oh, you kill something with a minion or attack with a minion, it survives, you return to your hand. So, alright, we got that. We've seen that guy before. Alright. And we got another epic. Hopefully it's not the... Oops. Wrong order, but whatever. The offering again. Okay, good. New card. We got 1 mana, Totemic Smash. Shaman. Deal 2 damage. Overkill. Summon a basic totem. Okay, fair enough. And no overload. That's kind of nice. Got the Pounce. Got the Spirit of the Bat. Booty Bay Bookie. 2 mana, 3/3. Give your opponent a coin. I mean, for basically one more stat point, you're giving an opponent a coin. Could be kind of bad. So, I don't know. Is one extra stat giving your opponent like 1 extra mana crystal for a turn worth it? I don't know. I don't really think so. But anyways, 7 mana, 5/10, all classes, Line Cracker. Overkill, double this minion's attack. Oh, that's interesting. And it seems like it can happen multiple times, right? Because it's not like a limited effect. So, that could be kind of fun. Not sure if it's strong enough to make it into any decks, but who knows? Seen this guy. Amani Warbear, 7 mana, 5/7, beast, all classes, rush and taunt. Kind of meh. Spirit of the Shark, 4 mana, rogue. Oh, I think I've heard this name dropped before, but I never saw what it was, but I've seen the artwork. It's kind of cool looking. Stealth for 1 turn. A lot of these stealth have these like a stealth for 1 turn things now. Your minions, battle cries, and combos trigger twice. So combo in battle cry, rogue. I mean, like what do I think of like in battle cries? Like there's SI Agent, there's Swashbuckler or whatever. Is that still in the rotation? I guess you could put this in like Bunny Rogue or something, right? Where it gains, what is it? Gains 1/1 for every time it's been played. So would it go twice? Would it gain 2/2? Yeah. Or wait, how does that work, right? Because it gains 1/1 for every. I can't remember how that Bunny Hopper whatever card is phrased. But yeah, I don't know. That's the only rogue I've played in the last expansion because I don't have a good rogue deck. Deathware Rogue is pretty decent. I guess Weapon Rogue, like Kingsbane Rogue was a thing. There's Miracle Rogue, but I don't have those cards. Oh, we got a golden card. So seen that. We got Scorch, Mage card, 4 mana. Deal 4 damage to a minion. Costs 1 less if you played an elemental last turn. So basically, at best, it can be a 3 mana, 4 damage to a minion, which is. Have we seen something like that? I mean, we've seen something like Roaring Torch. Is that right? It's 3 mana, deal 3 damage to anything, and it shuffles a 3 mana, deal 6 damage to anything. So that might have been a little too powerful back then. It was a pretty strong card. So this is like, obviously that's like rotated out of the rotation, but still, not super impressed with this card. But meh. All right. Still gets me. Novelty hasn't worn off with the fireworks. So we're getting into a lot of the dupes there. Those are all dupes. And I'm about halfway done. Alright, dupe. I got a new one. Akanai Phantasm. I don't think we've seen a lot of, other than Akanai Soul Priest. Is this the only other Akanai card? So interesting to kind of go back to that. I don't know, that naming convention, that group of whatever individuals, or I don't know who the Akanai are. Are they just like, I think they're just like spirits or something. Anyways, 2 mana, 3/2 priest. This turn, your healing effect deals damage instead. Oh, okay. So Akanai, I guess, is kind of like, I don't know. There's a theme around that apparently. So, but this turn only. Okay, sure. All right. Bump. So we got a couple new cards. Oh, the Flash. Wait, isn't that a priest card? Or what's the name of? Is it Flashing Heal then instead of Flash of Light? Because like I don't know. I never played a healer in World of Warcraft, but I remember there was like Flash something for priest and paladin. I guess Flash of Light is paladin. Flashing Heal or something like that is. No, both of them had Flash Heal, right? I don't know. I can't remember. Let's start over here though. Elemental Evocation, 0 mana mage, The next elemental you play this turn costs 2 less. Okay, so elemental mage is a thing, I guess. We got paladin, flash, restore 4 health and draw a card. Have we seen something like this? Like where it's like heal and draw a card? I think we have, but I can't remember. That's kind of, I don't know, that kind of looks weird, that art. To me at least. Walk the plank. We got a rogue pirate here. Is that looks like one of the cards. No, it's a squid guy that I'm thinking about, I think, right? The 4 mana 4/4. I think that Death Rattle gives you your weapon a 1/1. But that's a goblin. Is that a troll? No, that's a troll. And that's a mage. No mage, it looks like. Destroy an undamaged minion. Okay, so I mean we have the whole rogue theme about like, you know, backstab can only work on minions that haven't taken damage. There's another one that deals like 2 damage to all undamaged minions or something like that. But yeah, walk the plank, undamaged minion, 4 mana to destroy it. Meh. Spirit of the Raptor. 1 mana, 0/3, stealth for 1 turn. After your hero attacks and kills a minion, draw a card. Okay. That could be reasonable. I mean, you can play this on turn 1. Maybe your opponent plays like a 1 health, 1 mana minion. Maybe this would deter them from playing their 1-drop, potentially, because you can just hero power and kill it and draw a card, you know, and clear the board. So that's kind of interesting. Oh, I think with the whole Loa thing, is there some sort of interaction that happens when you play like the 2 little spirit guys, and then the Loa? I think there's something like that. I don't know. Because otherwise it wouldn't be a reason for us to get like both the Loa, like legendary, plus the 2 spirits, you know, for free, right? So, I don't know. Anyways, halfway through. 20 cards, 1 guaranteed legendary down. So this is like what, 14 packs in to the next timer for a legendary. Seen this guy, seen this. Mashog Enforcer, 0, or sorry, 0 I wish, I guess. 8 mana, 2/4, 2/14. Taunt with the Divine Shield. I mean, yeah, big taunt with Divine Shield, low attack, meh. Shriek. 1 mana Warlock. Discard the lowest cost card, or your lowest cost card. Deal 2 damage to all minions. I feel like these cards are kind of interestingly worded because it just says discard your lowest cost card. It doesn't specify in hand, right? So I would imagine it has to be in hand. But maybe, hey, maybe not, right? Because the whole thing about like, oh, you can like play a discard card when you have an empty hand and then you tap, right? Because that, you know, you can't discard nothing. Do those cards say discard 1 card from your hand, like Soulfire is like deal 4 damage and discard 1 card from hand, or is it just discard 1 random card? I can't remember. But this kind of makes it interesting because it's like you potentially could be discarding from your deck the way it's worded. Maybe that's what they want. So I don't know. Who knows? I mean, that could also be a good way to thin out your deck, right? We've seen that. Devastate, 1 mana warrior, deal 4 damage to a damaged minion, right? Warrior is the opposite of rogues, I guess, in that sense. Seen that. Lick 'em. That is some artwork there. 2 mana, 1/3, shaman weapon, has +2 attack while you have overloaded mana crystals. Oh, interesting. Okay. That's pretty crafty. Make use of those overload mechanic. All right, some more epics. Seen that? Haven't seen this. 3 mana warlock card. No, we have seen this. Reckless Dire Troll. Yeah, okay. Oh, we got the dupe there. We got Water Boy. 2 mana, 2/2, 2/1 rather. All classes. Battle Cry. Your next hero power this turn costs 0. Okay. Reasonable, sure, I guess. Master's Call, 3 mana, Hunter. Discover a minion in your deck. If all 3 are beasts, draw them all. Okay, so Beast Hunter again. I mean, there have been Beast Hunter decks before, right? And they've basically run all beasts. So that's actually, if Beast Hunter can be a thing, I think this could be pretty strong. Alright, keep on going. Oops, whatever. Seen that. Faraki, Battle Axe, Paladin, 5 mana, 3/3 overkill. Give a minion in your hand 2/2. And we gotta look at them again. Okay, 3 mana. Okay, whatever. Potentially get 6/6 plus 6/6 in value there. We got some new cards. Seen that. Predatory Instincts, 4 mana druid. Draw a beast from your deck, double its health. So maybe trying to get Beast Druid going again. Overlord's Whip. So it looks like some sort of like tooth, huge tooth on a chain. And that chain is spiky. That's great. Very Overlordish. 3 mana, 2/4. After you play a minion, deal 1 damage to it. Fair. You know, like I said, there's that one card that is like, it's like a 4/3 for 2 mana if it's damaged, right? Being damaged, it has, 4 health. So at most, it would have 3 health. Well, I guess you could buff it, but anyways. To have the effect, that is. Spirit of the Lynx, 3 mana, 0/5. Are all the Spirit of the whatevers, like whatever Loa that class is, all 0x health. Stealth for 1 turn. Whenever you summon a beast, give it 1/1. Alright. So we got more beast energy there. I feel like we got a couple at least, a decent number of like some beast synergy cards. Seen that. Unfortunate. I mean, I think we're going to get another legendary. I mean, I think the pity timer is 40, right? So we have 34 packs. That'd be quite fortunate if that were the case. If I only get 2 legendaries. I potentially could get none, which is very likely. We're already like 21 packs into this timer, right? And we've seen all these guys. So I wouldn't doubt that I would go 34 packs without getting a legendary. I think the most packs I've opened without getting a legendary is... I actually didn't even look to see if there are any new cards there. The most I've gone, I think, without a legendary, I think it's 30-something. Oh, we got a new card. We got a couple of new cards. Seen that. Spirit of the Frog, 3 mana. Are they all like 3 mana, 0-something? I can't remember if they're all 0/3s though. But Stealth for 1 turn. Whenever you cast a spell, draw a spell from your deck that costs 1 more. Okay, that's interesting. I mean, you're drawing, but they cost more, so, interesting. Okay. Immortal Prelate? I don't know. 2 mana, 1/3 Paladin. Death Rattle, shuffle this into your deck. It keeps any enchantments. Is enchantment a new thing, or is that just Blizzard's way of saying buffs, right? That's actually pretty interesting. What was the other one? There's the other 2 mana one, the Brute or Enforcer or something like that, where it's like, I think it's an epic card. It's like 1/2 or something. It's like, if it's buffed, if it has 2 or more attack, and it has 1 attack to start with, then all the cards that are cast on it return to your hand or something like that. It's kind of like that, except it doesn't return your hand. It just gets shuffled in your deck, and then you play a 2 mana beefed up dude or whatever. Alright. The legendary drought continues. Seen. Savage Striker, 2 mana, 2/3 druid. Battlecry, deal damage to an enemy minion equal to your hero's attack. Okay. That kind of almost looks like Sylvanas, like at a cursory glance. I don't know, maybe it's just because of the hood and her hair, I think, potentially. But obviously Sylvanas is not. No, actually, Sylvanas... I can't remember if she's blue. She is blue, right? I think there's been different iterations of her, but I'm pretty sure she's been blue at least some point. Sol Thoraz. This was from Zul'Farrak, right? I think this was the weapon that you combine 2 one-hander swords into. Yeah, it's like I don't think it's the first epic you can get in terms of the lowest level, but it's like 8 epic you can get at like level 40 something. But 6 mana, 4/4, overkill. You may attack again. Interesting. Okay, for warrior. 10 more packs. Can we get 1 legendary? Alright. Halftime Scavenger, Murloc, Tasty Fin. We've seen that. We got a couple cards we haven't seen. Okay, so Murloc, Tasty Fin, 4 mana, all classes, Murloc. First Murloc we've seen. New one at least. 3/2. Draw 2 Murlocs from your deck. Death Rattle. So this is kind of like ice fishing, right? Shaman's ice fishing, except it's baked into a death rattle. So, and that's 2 mana too, right? And so this is basically a 2 mana minion with a 2 mana spell baked into it. It's death rattle. We got Spell Zerker here, has +2 spell damage when damaged, 2 mana, 2/3 all classes. So okay. There's not a lot of, there's a couple, I guess, like spell damage minions in the neutral card set. We've seen this and that and that and that. Haven't seen this. 4 mana, 3/2, Rumble Tusk Shaker. Death Rattle, summon a 3/2 Rumble Tusk Breaker. So it's basically two mana minions baked into one, but with the Death Rattle effect. Contingency. Okay, yeah, the novelty of the fireworks is starting to wear off a little bit. I think it's mostly masked by the fact that we've gone 27 packs in without getting a legendary. We've seen that, and seen that. Alright, we got the triple rares, seen that. No. Yeah, well, we haven't seen it, but I got it because I got the Priest Loa. But Spirit of the Dead, 1 mana, 0/3. Stealth for 1 turn. After a friendly minion dies, shuffle a 1 cost copy of it into your deck. Oh, interesting. So I'm guessing the spirits, they do something that the Loa can benefit from. Because the Priest Loa, at least I'm pretty sure that's what they're called, it draws 1 mana minions until your hand is full, right? And this shuffles 1 cost minions into your deck. So does that mean like the Shaman one, when you play a spell, you draw a spell, and then the Loa makes them cheaper? I don't know. I'm not sure how that would work. Anyways, Spirit of the Rhino. So yeah, this is Rush minions get immune. So is the Loa about Rush minions then for warriors? Anyways, we've seen all that jazz. Okay. Oops. Well, whatever. Seen that, and seen that. This is pack 30, I believe, in the timer. Alright. 30 packs in. Alright, we got the Druid one. So let's start. Let's see here. Seen that. Rabble Bouncer, 7 mana, 2/7, all classes taunt. Costs 1 less for each enemy minion. So at best, it can be a 0 mana 2/7 with taunt. 2/7 with taunt. What can we equate that to? That's basically 4 mana stats, right? So if you have like your opponent with like 3 minions on board, it's reasonable, I suppose. But at that point, it's like you're already kind of behind on the board. Potentially, you might have like a big board of your own. So yeah, could be beneficial. Seen that. War Druid Lodi, 3 mana, 1/2 Druid. Choose one. Transform into one of Lodi's 4 dinosaur forms. Okay, so I guess they're not all related. No. This is not the Loa, right? This is just a Druid legendary. Never mind. 1 of 4 dinosaur forms. All right. Okay, and got got the Zannrath again. Kind of unfortunate. I kind of like getting like some variety of epic cards just because I don't get them as often, but I seem to always get a lot of duplicates of the epic cards. I've seen all these except for Raiding Party. So yeah, Raiding Party, 3 mana rogue. Draw 2 pirates from your deck, combo and a weapon. So pirate weapon rogue, I guess. Okay, and we got bum. Okay, so we got lots. We got everything duped. All right, our last pack. Okay. Sorry, if you see my mouse going off screen, that's basically because I'm like jotting down little notes. Did we see this? We did. Saw that. And Mark of the Loa, 4 mana Druid. Choose one. Give a minion +2/4 and taunt, or summon 2/3/2 raptors. So +2/4 and taunt with taunt is I mean, kind of. It's like 3+ ish mana's worth of mana. Yeah, 3-ish plus 3-ish mana. Versus 2/3/2 Raptors is 4 mana worth. So, but obviously sometimes this can be better than the other. So, yeah, all right, cool. Well, that was 40 packs of what was the expansion called again? Rastakhan's Rumble. There we go. Let's see. I'm guessing it's like 135 cards per expansion, right? So we got 8, 14. Let's see if I can do mental math with my headache from not sleeping that well last night. No excuses though, right? 14, 18, 23, 28, 33, 39, 45, 54, 84 plus the 2 priest ones that I got. So that's what, 86? So missing 50 cards, which is, I think about average. We got 2 legendaries, which is kind of unfortunate. A little bit below average. I mean, the average is probably somewhere between 2 and 3. But we had that nice run of 30 packs without a legendary, so that was kind of cool. So let's see what we have. Let's go with Rumble cards. Yep. So we get all these guys out of here. We got Stampeding Roar. I don't think I'm going to read all of them, but got. Oh wait, hold on. Gonk the Raptor. No, these are the Loas, right? It's like the name and then comma the something. So after your hero attacks and kills a minion, it may attack again. After your hero attacks and kills a minion, it can attack again. So that's like meh, I think. And what's the spirit do after your so it has to do something with the effect with the spirit, right? So this is you attack and kill something, you draw a card, and here you just get to attack again. So I guess it's not directly correlated like the priest one kind of seems like to be, right? The Loa or the spirit feeds into the Loa's effect. Beast. So we got more beast synergy stuff. I'm guessing Beast Within, Blood Scalp Strategist, Halazi, the Lynx. I remember killing him. I think it's a him. It's a male. Well, I don't know. I think it's the Loa. I think a Loa kind of like takes the physical form of like something. So I don't know if they actually have genders or whatever, but I do remember killing this guy. I think he was I think it was a he, and I think it was the boss that you had to kill before you free the prisoner to get the Armani Warbear, or the whatever, mount from the old Zolomon before they revamped it into a 5-man, I think, heroic. But fill your hand with 1/1 lynxes that have rush. Oh, so that basically is like what the spirit, where's that spirit card, does. It was Zul'jin. Zul'jin's a hunter? Okay, sure, I guess. Zul'jin is the last boss in Zolomon, I think, right? So is he a hunter? I mean, he has all the little spirit Loa guys around him, so maybe. Cast all spells you've played this game, targets chosen randomly. So it's basically like, it's very similar effect to something else, right? Shudder Walk is battle cries. Yogg is random spells. Tess is all spells or all cards you played from a different class. Okay, well they're kind of doing more stuff along that line. Is he a hunter though? I didn't realize he was a hunter. We did not get a lot of mage cards. Spirit of the Dragon. We didn't even get the spirit guy. So your hero power also targets adjacent minions. That's actually pretty good. That's basically deals 3 damage. That's really nice. We got Pyromaniac, Splitting Image. We got the Scorch Art Abyss, just the gold version. Blast Wave, Arcanosaur, Jan Alai, the Dragon Hawk. I remember killing her, I think. Him? I can't remember. It was a kind of a tough fight, I feel like, because there was a lot of coordination in terms of like managing ads, and people were not good at managing that. Your hero power dealt 8 damage this game. Summon Ragnaros the Firelord. That's cute. And we have Hexlord, Malacross. I'll only read the legendaries and the spirit ones. Battle Cry. Add a copy of your opening hand to your hand, except this card. Add a copy of your opening hand to your hand. So if this was in your opening hand, then it wouldn't copy it. But if it's not, I don't think it matters. Alright, cool enough. Fair enough. High Priest Thekal. Oh yeah, I remember her. She's the Panther boss in Zul'Gurub. She was also kind of hard too, I think, for some reason. She like stealths, and then like randomly attack someone, and she can like one-shot Clothies, I think, which is really cool when your healers are Clothies. So, because that was Horde, right? That was back when we didn't have Paladin healers who can survive the attack. I mean, you wouldn't be guaranteed to get one shot, but like if you targeted a Clothy, like you could get one shot if your gear was like not super great. Anyways, I think that's her at least. The call. Convert all but one of your heroes' health into armor. Interesting. Okay, well actually that's pretty decent, right? Because then you have the same amount of effective health, but armor is more valuable in the sense that you can have armor and you can heal the health up, right? Spirit of the Tiger. So they look like they're all 0/3, but they're not all 3 mana. Or at least the ones I cursorily remember. Stealth, yeah, of course. After you cast a spell, summon a tiger with stats equal to its cost. Oh, that's interesting. Can you summon a 0/0 tiger then? That'd be fun. We got Zandalari Templar. Whoa, 25 mana. Okay, we'll get to that. A new challenger. Oh, that's a spell, right? Okay. Yeah, so Shirvala. I'm sorry about these names. The tiger. We got Divine Shield, Rush, Lifesteal. Cost 1 less for each mana you spent on spells. Okay, so Spell Priest is a thing. Oh, that's Paladin, sorry. Oh, that's Paladin. That's my B. Sorry. I distracted because I was like, yeah, I have the Priest Legendary. What am I talking about? Yeah, so we're talking about the Priest Legendary, Mass Hysteria. And what was the other one? Surrender to Madness. We have Princess Talanji. Don't remember who her. So we got summon all minions from your hand that didn't start in your deck. Okay, so all that shuffling could be nice. All right, we got Bloodsail Howler. So we got pirate theme, I think, right? Growl the Shark. Battlecry, eat a minion in your deck and gain its stats. Is it random? It doesn't say it's random, but it also doesn't show, like, it doesn't say, like, discover and then eat it, so that's kind of interesting. I'm guessing it's random. Yeah, I guess. And then Death Rattle, add it to your hand. Okay. So that's kind of nice. It's kind of a way to draw a minion, in a sense. We got Cannon Barrage there. We got Gurabashi Hypemon. Hypemon. And we got Captain Hooktusk. Battlecry, summon 3 pirates from your deck and give them rush. Alright, cool. Let's see, we got Wartbringer. It's got the frog theme there. Oh, there was a frog. I think one of the little frog critters in Zolomon, if you like slash kiss them or something, or slash kiss enough of them, it turns into a pet. Big Bad Voodoo, Haunting Visions. We got the Spirit guy, so let's see what the Legendary would do. We got Zentamo. I don't know who that is, but whenever you target a minion with a spell, it also targets the adjacent one. And we have Kragwa, the frog. Well, that is some interesting artwork there. Return all spells you played last turn to your hand. Okay, sure. So yeah, obviously it has to do with spells, but not super impressive. High Priestess, Jeklith. Wait, is she the... Is she the tiger boss? In Zul'Gurub? I don't think so. No, that's Jack... No. Wait, hold on. Am I mixing up my Panther and Tiger Boss, maybe? No, maybe... I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. More than likely wrong. Anyways. Let's see. Taunt, Lifesteal. When you discard this, add 2 copies of it to your hand. Oh, so it's Whirl. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. That's an epic card, right? Soul Warden. We have Hirek the Bat. I don't remember if that was the Bat Boss's name in Zul'Gurub. That was always the first one we killed. I think most people killed the Bat Boss first. It was pretty easy, I think. Battlecry, fill your board with copies of this minion. So 8 mana, basically a board of 7 1/1s, potentially. That doesn't seem that impressive, but okay. What was the Spirit card do? After friendly minion. Oh, okay. Then it gains 1/1. Okay, yeah, sure. Reasonable. Void Contract. Got it. We got a lot of warrior cards, actually. Dragon Roar we missed, so that's drawing some dragons. Smolder Thorn Lancer. What was it's Rush, right? Yeah, the Spirit guys do Rush. And we have Akali, the Rhino, Rush, overkill, draw a rush minion from your deck and give it 5/5. Okay, that's pretty strong. Oh, he's missing his he's an amputee. Well, that's kind of sad. Alright, we got a bunch of these dudes. Missing some. Let's see, Fire Tree, Witch Doctor, Scarab Bag, Serpent Ward, Drekthari Trickster, Mass Contender, Untamed Beastmaster, Grifta. Is that a legendary? It looks like it's a legendary. Discover 2 cards. Give 1 to your opponent at random. Interesting. Okay. Interesting. And Ice Cream Peddler. I like that. That's funny. Mashog Announcer, Snapchat. He's even got a mic. Oh my goodness. He can do dual commentary by himself. That's legit. Snapjaw, Shellfighter, Mojo, Master, Zihi. Zihai? Don't know who he or she is, but chug-a-lug in that potion there. Set each player to 5 mana. Ooh, that's interesting. I mean, it's not that exciting, but actually, if you go first, no, hold on. If you go second, it's better, right? Because your opponent will go 5 mana. They'll have their 5 mana turn. You have your 5 mana turn, and you set your mana pool to 5. They would be going to wait. No, they would still gain. Yeah, never mind. That wouldn't work because they were at 5. They would go to 6, but you set them at 5, so they're still at 5 anyways, and you go 6. I mean, it can counter ramp. You can obviously screw up your opponent's turn if they're going oh, I'm gonna mind control your big minion or whatever. You can be bleh, and you set them to 5. So there's some disruption potential there for sure. Not just in countering ramp. You got crowd roaster, literally roasting the crowd. That's kind of funny. I like that. I appreciate that. The Undertaker. That's amusing. Battlecry gained the Death Rattle effect of 3 friendly minions that died this game. Okay. So we got Death Rattle. We got Undasta. This is the boss in the, what is it called? The Thunder something throne or whatever. Was it the Zandalari trolls? No, it's the one, I don't know. I can't remember. I know, I can envision the fight. I remember the fight, or at least vaguely, where you have to move from gate to gate and kill all the combatants before you can kill the dino guy. No, that was a Stegosaur, right? Never mind. Maybe I'm just completely misremembering all my WoW boss encounters. But anyways, rush, overkill, summon a beast from your hand. So that would be nice in yeah, it would be nice in Beast Hunter, I suppose. And we have a car, the Soul Flare. The you can't have played vanilla and not remember him, right? Especially if you were around with the whole blood plague. Is that what it was called? That whole incident. I got killed by that. I was there. I was legit. I was a statistic. I was one of them. I logged in one day and I just died instantly. I was like, what's going on? And then I ran back and I res and I got killed again. I was like, okay, I get it. It's not a play WoW day. Anyway, shuffle a corrupted blood. That's what it's called. Shuffle a corrupted blood into each player's deck. I'm curious what corrupted blood does. Corrupted. Yeah, can you show me the uncraftable one though? Essentially, no. Not a fan. All right, whatever. Let's see how many legendaries we missed. All right, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. We got 20 legendaries we missed. I mean, we got, 3 out of, 23 then? How many epics did we get? Yeah, 1 that we missed, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20. Alright. And then, how many rares? Yeah, let's go. Okay, we got all those. Got missing 1, missing 3. Let's count them. 1, 4, 6, 7, 8. We got a good amount of them. 8, 10. 10. Okay. And then, did we miss any commons? I think last time was the first. Okay, well, we did miss some commons. I think last expansion was the first time I opened. 40 packs and you get every common or something like that. We're missing 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. Okay. Well, that's it for this pack opening session. I don't know if I mean we got a good number of warrior cards. I guess we could maybe try like a dragon rush warrior deck kind of thing. We got a good amount of warlock cards. We can maybe do some sort of like Zoolock kind of thing, like I always like to do. Shaman, maybe we have enough to do like a pirate rogue weapon deck. Maybe we have. I mean, we have the legendary here, so maybe we do some sort of spell. I don't know, spell priest, or maybe maybe not spell priest. Maybe just some sort of like aggressive priest with like a lot of minions. I really didn't have a good priest deck last expansion. The best thing I had was like Lady in White, which is a terrible deck. No consistency. I didn't really have a good Death Rattle package. Didn't have Meet the Makers or whatever that legendary quest is. Paladin here, what can we do? I don't know. Nothing super exciting jumps out to me in terms of the new cards. Mage, we really didn't get a lot Mage. I think we got the least amount of Mage, so we don't really have much to work with there in terms of new decks and stuff. Probably going to go make a Beast Hunter deck. We got some pieces, so, you know, that'd be kind of interesting. I kind of want to make a Treant Druid with the whole, where is it? This thing. I don't know if that'd be being good. I mean, Treant Druid is a thing from last expansion, so that'd be kind of interesting. But we got like a Beast synergy card here, even though I don't see much in terms of adding other Beast synergies. Oh, never mind. There's one right there, and I guess this is technically a Beast. So, yeah. Anyways, oh, and these are Beasts too. So, yeah. All right. Well, that's it for my pack opening. Hopefully yours went a little bit better in terms of more legendaries and less amount of packs. But, yeah. So that's it for Rastakhan's Rumble pack opening. I believe there is a solo adventure mode thing, but it's probably not going to be released until next week, which is typically what they do. And I believe tomorrow's Tavern Brawl is probably not going to be related, because I believe they usually do like expansion on Tuesday, they have the Tavern Brawl on Wednesday, and then they have like a themed Tavern Brawl. I don't know why I did that. A themed Tavern Brawl around the expansion that just released like the week after. But who knows? Maybe they will. But we got not yet. So I believe there is a one. I'm pretty sure, right? That's kind of the theme they've been going with. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, until then, thanks for watching. Bye.